Yeah, hi everybody, Auntie Sandy. Yes, had a very interesting day. Had a call from a friend who I did training as a sheriff with, and he rang quite distressed about somebody who he knew has been sent over here to Yatala jail. Uh, minor minor sentences. So again. This seems to be, well, this guy's got property too. So there's something about attacking people that have got property and either giving them a hard time within the courts or in the mental health area. Anyway, so I thought I decided to go down to Yatala because they seem quite stressed about what he was going through. So I thought if I can go and do a bit of healing and just some counselling and talking to him and tell him that everything's going to be all right, I'd be happy with that. Anyway, so I went into the jail, Yatala jail, and presented myself with my credentials. And I had to, with also the Auntie Sandy Ross, Guardian of Sacred Law, and my number. I said I've got all my credentials, and I've been called in because there's been a bit of concern about one of your people that are in detention in Yatala jail. So he said, we don't have detention. Okay, so he's in your jail. All right. So with that, I then asked, are prisoners allowed to have a phone call? I said, because he was not allowed to have a phone call. Okay, so that's why I know he's here. And no answer. And I said, well, is there any other, how can I get in and see him? I've got all my credentials. I said, this is against human rights. I have my own private membership association. Do you know what that is? I said, I will explain it. Because I can challenge your organisation, any corporation is under this government, I can challenge. So I'm here so that you can let me in to see my client who will be under my member, under my Wurra Warren Private Membership Association. And there was a big kerfuffle. 5 men, all coming up because I was raising my voice a little bit, but still kept professional. And so I said, so this is against human rights. You're not allowing me to see him because I haven't made an appointment. What if I come as a visitor? Oh no, it's too late. You got to book him for next weekend. I said he could be dead by then. And then there'll be a lot of charges coming in. I don't really want to see you in that position, but so you're not allowing a professional worker to come in and see somebody who you're not even allowed a phone call. I don't think that's going to go very good on your record. Okay, so through that, I came out and knew that I had to just leave it. So I rang Leith, and she was on a Zoom. Oddly enough, they're on the Zoom about me and my head of state label. Anyway, in the end, I explained all the situation, and it seems quite right for me because Jason, my PMA master that gave me over in Brisbane, I'd rang him and he said, look, we have to start working together. We can't go in this way and that way. And I agreed. So I told Leith that I'd spoken to Jason and he was on board. He knows how critical and how golden mine is because of my 2 gazetted books. And there's seems to be an issue in the English language of his confusion, and which has got me because you all have your legal words, and as a sacred law, a putheri, that's a healer, we just sit around and talk simple language. This is something that us mob don't get, because I've shown the people here how one of our mob called the police were not legal. They were an entity. So this is going to a higher, it can't even go to the higher court because most of them, you've lost your money anyway before you even get to the higher court, which I learned also yesterday. And most of them are the old world order, which I call them, which belongs to pedophiles, traffickers, and the elite. So, thank you for listening, because this is really important. And I've got in touch. I couldn't see the gentleman involved, but I've done my work by getting in touch with the right people who will take it forward. Okay, thank you, Nakin.